Good morning, everyone. I must tell you, I'm extraordinarily impressed that so many of you have made it through the traffic to be here at this time of the morning. My name is Bev Hancock, as you saw from the video, and I'm going to be your MC for this morning, and we are looking forward to a really amazing day. What is going to make this day so amazing is that we have spent the last 8 months completely redefining what conferencing means. Now, normally conferencing is a spectator sport where you come and you watch presentation after presentation after presentation after presentation, and you go home cross-eyed and hopefully have remembered 20% of it if you're lucky. So what we decided to do is that we decided that we wanted to turn this conference into a collective conversation so that we can have the vital conversations around project management and what that means. So your sessions are going to be panel discussions, they're going to be engagement discussions, and there will be a moderator in each session. I'm going to ask you just to make sure that you participate, that you give of your best, and I will give you some tips in a couple of minutes. There are just a couple of housekeeping rules that I want us to have a look at, and the first thing is I want to chat about timing. Now, as project professionals, we already started a couple of minutes late, and I'm terribly sorry about that. We wanted to start on the dot of 8 o'clock, because as project professionals, part of our job is to deliver on time. I'm going to ask you please to be aware of time, keep an eye on your program, make sure that you are going to be in the right place at the right time so that we can keep the program on track. Is everybody okay with that? All right, how are we going to do this? How many of you have seen Bohemian Rhapsody? Okay, there's quite a few people in the room. Now, there's one song particularly that when I watched the movie, I was quite intrigued that Queen actually designed the song to make the audience part of the music. So we're going to use that today as a cueing song. Every time, after the breaks, when you hear that music playing, if you're not in the room already, you should be. All right, so can we cue the music? Can everybody stand, please? And let's actually get a little bit of, I want to actually see the stamping and the clapping. You know that something's happening, time to move on. If you want to attend the workshop and have not registered yet, please make sure that you do so at the reception area. And I want to just chat about Wi-Fi. We do have some Wi-Fi constraints. You will find your Wi-Fi up on the accolades over there, and you won't need a password. The Wi-Fi signal is not that great. When we go into the workshop session, please keep your Wi-Fi to a minimum because there are a couple of speakers who need that Wi-Fi signal for their presentations. I also want to, at this point in time, take the opportunity to really thank our wonderful sponsors. Thanks, Lynn, who have really helped make this possible. And I want to start off with Microsoft, our platinum sponsor, to say thank you very much. Their exhibit I've seen at the back. Please make sure you take the time to go and visit the exhibitors during tea breaks and when you can. The University of Pretoria Graduate School of Technology and Management, they have been here. UNISA Graduate School of Business, so we've got a really, really nice academic component along with the Faculty Training Institute. And then SALC has been very, very kind to sponsor us with data. We're going to have a very special session this afternoon where we're going to use technology to have a collective conversation. And they have very kindly sponsored routers that take up to 100 devices, and I'll tell you more about that later. But they have also offered 2 prizes of a router each to the value of 1,500 Rand and with 2 gigabytes of data on it. With that data, you'll be able to go and use it at home, wherever you need it, mobile data. Celsi, thank you very, very much for coming to the party. We really appreciate it. However, this is how it works. We have a bowl for...
No, we won't have a bowl.
Okay, there will be a bowl at the registration table for your business card, or if you don't have a business card, scribble your name, email, and cell phone number on a piece of paper. Make sure that it's in. You have to stay for the whole of the World Cafe session, and we will only do the draw at the end. If you're not here, you don't win. Now, there are just a couple of things that I would really like to... Yes?
The bowl is right there.
Is the bowl right there? All right, there's the bowl there. All right, there's also the PMI and the PMI Foundation exhibition, which I'd really encourage you to go and visit. And remember, today is about PMI. It's about the PMI South Africa chapter looking to professionalize the industry, looking to take things to a new level. If you're not a member, today would be a good time to change that and to become part of the active conversation that is taking the industry to a whole new level. There's just a couple of very brief things that I would like to go through with you. Sorry, my clicker keeps turning itself off. Sorry, give me a moment. There we go. All right, there are a couple of things when we have a vital conversation that we have to remember, and I just want to position this in the room. The first thing I want to encourage you to do is to listen to understand, rather than to respond. This is an opportunity for you to learn diverse perspectives. And can I ask you for today to suspend the need to be right? We have a lot of expertise and a lot of wisdom in the room. You don't have to push the point. Give your point over. Listen to diverse perspectives. You don't have to agree with them. You can just move forward. Embrace diversity of thoughts and ideas. This is so important. And can I ask, there's some people who are really great in conversations and you've got a lot to say, and then there are the quiet introverts who don't say anything, but they're thinking really great stuff. Can we make sure that we really draw out those voices so that we can hear all of the voices in the room? And lastly, as we move towards the end of the day, you will have an opportunity at the World Cafe. If you haven't got to say something, that will be your opportunity to be able to contribute. We are going to be co-creating a conversation and a document that would allow us to produce something really, really meaningful from this particular day, so that we don't just go home tomorrow as usual. All right. And I now would like to take the opportunity to introduce an absolutely exceptional lady, and that is our Dr. Lynn Keys, who is the president of the PMI South Africa chapter, a PMP and PMI member since 2005. She is the former member of the Washington, D.C. chapter, a former diplomat with the U.S. Agency for International Development, and an independent consultant. Dr. Keys has worked in portfolio, program and project management, strategy, organizational leadership in the international development field. She is a visiting research fellow at the Project Management Group WU Vienna University of Economics, and former part-time faculty at Boston University in the USA. She has presented at international conferences and published in journals and books on organizational project management, strategy, projects as adaptive systems, benefits of co-creation and sustainable development. She is in project management journals and a member of the editorial board of the International Journal of Project Management and the editorial advisory board of Project Management Research and Practice Journal. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think that we could ask the PMI chapter to be in better hands. I'd like you to put your hands together and invite Lynn Keys to the stage.